Welcome to this video. Thank you guys for tuning in and sharing this now moment with myself and with one another. Get a little bit more light in here. For those of you who haven't seen these videos before, welcome and welcome back if you have. I just want to say thank you in general, for those of you guys who've watched these and sent emails and done sessions with me and just been participating in this kind of light worker group that's started kind of coming together. I'm in gratitude and appreciation beyond words, really. I've met a family. I've met people who see the same things that I see. And I just want to share that a little bit because sometimes when we're in this journey, on this journey, and we're experiencing things that are beyond what mainstream teachers or beyond even what some of the people we might have listened to who have shared non-mainstream, when you're going through it and you're in it and somebody else is experiencing it too, it just kind of allows us sometimes to relax a little bit more, is what I've seen. So I want to say thank you, and as we support each other and beyond this group, but the whole earth, the whole planetary support right now, there's so many beautiful light workers out there who are experiencing ascension symptoms and don't know what they are. And just by you going out there and saying, yeah, I get them too, no big deal. Somebody who's just waking up or just understanding this can go, oh, and they can relax a little bit, which, as you guys know that have been on the path for a while, that's the best thing to do, is just relax. We have different experiences that present themselves in our path that oftentimes can create disturbances in our field, in our awareness about ourselves, in our awareness about the world, about our family, about a spouse. I could go on. And the more we can just open our hearts and relax into it and learn from what we're experiencing and not be in a space of judging what we're experiencing as good or bad or wrong or right, and not labeling it, because I think a lot of times people have a tendency to label something and go, well, this is this way, so I must be this way. And it's not like that. Sometimes it's not meant to be labeled. It's just meant to be, okay, I'm experiencing this right now. And then just by being in that space of saying, this is not where I choose to be, so let's integrate this or move into something else, or allow this to kind of marinate, if you will, and then let it go. I mean, there's so many different paths that one can choose. And that's what it's about, is making that choice and saying, this is not who I am. This isn't bad or good. It just isn't who I choose to be moving forward into my next step of reality, if that makes sense. So I just want to share that because I've been seeing that a lot in session work. But I've also been experiencing beings who just want to talk about ascension. They just want to share their own experiences. And in doing that, it becomes a collaboration of energies. And you guys, it's just like doing a group meditation or going to a yoga class and setting your intention to just anchor the energies of love. It really does anchor into the collective or the field, the matrix, whatever you might want to call it, the source field. The other thing that's been coming through is, boy, a lot of downloads, a lot of activations for all of us going through this consciously. The more love, the more compassion, the more patience we can have. The last 3 videos I did were very mellow and, not as fiery as some of my other videos. And it's just been about relaxing and kind of allowing whatever's coming in, because sometimes the energies aren't what we're used to. And oftentimes we can get used to something and then we expect it to always come in that way. And then when it doesn't, we think we've lost something, or we think we're, and that's kind of what it is. It's like, be like seaweed a little bit right now. Allow, relax. On the flip side, if you guys are in that fire mode of get her done and get out there and do beach cleanups and share your energy with the world, great, follow that guidance too. It's all about us following our own unique individual expression of where we are at in our development, expansion, connection, weaving, whatever it might be. So I'm just going to say, end on that note for this particular video and just go into a little bit of flow. I will also share that I've been getting quite a few downloads about magnetics. Now, I haven't put up the whiteboard. That'll be the next video I probably do, is to go back to snow. If you guys haven't watched the snow video that I did and you're into learning about the chakras, and I don't even know if those are the same two videos, but essentially we are morphing, we're evolving, we are expanding, we are ascending. And those aren't necessarily all words to be used interchangeably from one perspective, but from another perspective, they can all be used interchangeably without judgment from one perspective or the other. So recognizing that we're all shifting. And the magnetics, I'm recognizing that a lot of the downloads and the clues that I've been seeing are in reference to magnetics, which would make sense. I love Cryon, the Magnetic Master. I've been listening to him for years, but I haven't read all of his books, and the science stuff seemed to escape me for many, many years. And lately I've been noticing that there's a lot going on with the magnetics, and I'll share a little video on that coming up too. In the meantime, let's just go into a little flow and see what comes through. So I'm going to invite you just to kind of settle into your body. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. And set your intention that you connect fully with your oversoul, source energy, the creator of your soul, whatever you refer to as the highest benevolent energy of love light, whatever resonates with you. Just a reminder that these are not necessarily meant to be understood on a linear level, although they very well might come in as a linear type message. I'm just going to go right into flow. So as we shift our perspective on the energies that are coming in and remapping through our system, if you will, as we line up with our new trajectory, our new timelines, our new expansive expression of what we came here to express, and we allow these frequencies to essentially anchor in, settle in, shift and morph, and just essentially organically evolve, if you will. We allow ourselves to express at a much higher speed, at a much higher, broader, expansive expression. Buena o kukuena hestiamo o kueamona ahena. Duesti stia kukua wa hane estikini ana akukua wa henea. Duesti ana o kukua he stia o kia wa hen ek ueana ayit. Dua wa het ena ak ek ea wa ha astia wa kueamona aya a iana. We allow ourselves to then line up with our brothers and sisters, ancestors, our DNA lineage, lining up our alignments that are seeking to express in the fullest expression, expansiveness that we came here to express. For as we recognize that we are not alone, whether it be in this universe, whether it be in this galaxy, omniverse, and as we invite ourselves to branch out from our old belief systems that are no longer able to anchor into something that no longer exists in the same frequency, vibration, foundation that we once felt ourselves existing in. So guys, this is a reference 3D to 5D. The stuff isn't going to be the same. So if we're still holding on to old belief systems, we may find ourselves struggling to anchor those in, whether these belief systems be around finances, religion, medical, physical, science, any of it. It's all being shaken up. And so as this is being shaken up, we are being invited more and more to step back within For as we harmonize and anchor into the heart and the frequencies of love and oneness, we then allow ourselves to see things from that broader perspective. And we are then able to feel into what is the truth behind the facade, behind the old map. So I had this reference in another video. I can't remember which one it was labeled, but picture our satellite mapping system based on the satellites that are in space. And picture the fact that the Earth is now different than it was when they first started sending out these satellites, and that the satellites are old. So they're not picking up maybe some of the things or satellites, let's say, okay, they're using example of radio waves. So for those of you guys have seen the movie Contact or any of those movies where people are connecting with our brothers and sisters, right, through the radio waves. Well, now those radio waves, they don't see things that sonar can pick up. And sonar doesn't necessarily see things that other frequencies can pick up. Obviously, that's not my area of expertise. But what they're showing is the system's old. The satellites are old. The mapping system is old. The way that the energies were picked up and viewed are old. And so there's going to be places and new discoveries, not only on Earth, under the Earth, in the oceans, in the solar system, outside of the solar system, but also within us, right? For all of this is shifting, all of this is changing. And the more people try to hold on to what they once knew as their reality, the less it will make sense to them, because they're not then feeling into what's real. They're trying to base it off of what somebody else told them was real. You guys following? I'm kind of seeing this, like, I bet you are. You know, I'm just seeing this. They're showing me pictures of like people trying to hang on to that old frequency. I recorded something this morning that's more, I'm going to be doing as a podcast format. And what they were showing me was there's lifelines being thrown out, but people aren't seeing them. They're just flailing in the water because they think that they can't see the lifelines that are being thrown out, or they don't recognize that they can walk on water. And as these discoveries are made, people will go, that is not possible. But we are speaking to those who realize that it is possible. We are now speaking to those that connect with their higher self. And you are the bridge makers. You are the ones that will bridge the old to the new. Or better yet, you are the map makers that then allow the access points of what is in truth, what is in expansion, what is in oneness, to then map into these other frequencies and assist our brothers and sisters who are flailing in the old energies. But we are also being invited to recognize that we did not come here to flail with them. We came here to be strong and steadfast in our own vibrational frequency. And in recognizing that we are the master map makers, grid makers, holders of frequency, holders of the light, wayshowers. In recognizing that, it allows our brothers and sisters to feel safe around us, because we come from a place of non-judgment, because we come from a place of love and unification. However, we are being guided to stand true, tall, and in our heart frequency, and not step off of our path and not get sucked into the dramas and the whirlpools and the magnetics that others are creating in their own frequencies. For we are the magnetizers. We are magnetizing that which we came here to express. And what I'm seeing is reference, of course, to Abraham and Esther Hicks, who bring up the vortex. You know, they talk about in the law of attraction, if you haven't checked those out, really fun stuff, good stuff, not just fun, but we create this vortex around us. And I'm seeing this reference to our magnetics and how planets are created and how galaxies are created. And I'm seeing bigger meaning to the reference of vortex. It's not just a vortex or a spin, it's our Merkaba, it's our dynametrics is what they're saying. It's what we are creating in our own reality, and that's what we came here to create. So if we are choosing to create from the heart, we're going to see more of that in our reality, because we are essentially, I keep having reference to the snowflakes. And if you see like a lake freezing, it's like it starts with one portion of the lake and then it crackles out and branches out and it all begins to freeze. Or it starts with one portion melting and then it all kind of melts together in this oneness. And so they're basically, though, reminding us that we are the beautiful snowflake, right? We are this diamond frequency with many facets. And so again, what facets are we choosing to strengthen? And we're being invited to come back into the diamond heart frequency. And as these changes come upon us, we are invited to take a step back and just take a step within to regain our footing, so to speak. But recognizing that we are now our old stomping ground, so to speak, our old ground that we were standing on will not feel the same. So allowing ourselves to feel more plasma, crystalline. A crystal vibrates. Okay, it's not really solid. It's constantly morphing and changing, and recognize that's what we came here to create. This it's solidifying the non-solid. So it's becoming more of this flow rather than this is how it is and that's it. Because then that causes things to crack. It doesn't allow things to vibrate and to morph and to mold and to shift. So again, we're being invited to look at what we've created as far as our I'm just seeing lots of pictures, so I'm just going back into flow. Dustiat ikiat aha ea. Dukoena ha ea okoena. Dukui stianehe. kukueana. Dua kikiana he. Diaya kukuwahaaya aku ueayana. Di kiana heawa kukueaya. Diaya kukuahana kikiniana. Dua wahena e ao kukue wahaea. Dua no kuihe ne ai. Seek the sunlight. Seek the water. Seek the earth. Breathe in the air. For you are one with all of these. Dukuea kiana. Dukuea mohoa. Get back to nature. Get back to nurturing. Get back to nurture. So that you may receive, see, so that you may be a receptacle for the light that you are transmitting, that you are transducing, that you are generating, that you are becoming a generation of light receivers, givers of the light. Duashtakikia o kukue wahana estiana ak oana diaya o kukue wahena duaweat istiki du hawahene dueat istukua wahene dueane estikikia na wahet ine estakukue wahai okua moya Dikistiana kukue nestikiana destikiana. Take care of your receptacle. For as you anchor in these frequencies, it allows you to transmit and to, I'm seeing essentially like a battery conduit anchoring into the earth. More of these frequencies. It allows you to receive more of these understandings. For light language comes in many forms. It does not just come in the tones and frequencies that we are speaking, flowing through, sharing in this now moment. It comes in the waves that you feel of love and appreciation and emotion. It comes in the form of release, renew. It comes in the form, sorry, my sinuses are clearing as this comes through. It comes in the form of the spelling, the writing, the reading, what you are drawn to. A butterfly landing on your nose. A song that gives you joy. A memory of a loved one that brings you happiness or peace. The smells, the salty air, the mountain air, the pine needles, the flowers, oranges, the sound of water flowing on pebbles. They're showing me all these Mother Nature sounds that play light, that play frequency. It's beautiful. We see many of you seeking to speak in tones and harmonics when you already are. They just may not come in the form that you are as a particular version of you in this now moment are wanting or desiring. That will come when and if it is your path, your choice. They must line up. As you light up, all will align in what is most important for you to transmit, transmute, transcend, and morph into. The Wawa key. The key is in the heart. The kue, being present. Recognizing what you are not, so you may see what it is you are receiving. The kue the kimia. Guys, and they're also referencing that even though we're all one, that doesn't mean that we came here to continuing to play in this polarity game. Doesn't mean that we came here to continuously put ourselves within boundaries that we no longer wish to be within, or that we came here to be an open receptacle for other people who don't have boundaries, right? There are lines that are drawn in the sand that we want to exist within. It doesn't mean that you have to be a part of everything. We are a part of everything. But that doesn't mean that in this moment I choose to experience everything. For I am a multidimensional aspect of source, so as you are. But that doesn't mean I want to go play in this particular playground anymore. That's not what I want to do right now. So a lot of people feel like, especially when they first wake up, that they have to play in everything. They have to help everybody. And that isn't necessarily the schematics is what they're showing me. The blueprint that you came here to experience. And that's why sometimes it doesn't feel right. Like we wake up and we go, oh, I want to help this group and I want to help this person and I want to do everything. And we could do that, but that's a very scattered framework. And so we're being invited to hone in on what we came here to master, or the mastery that we already hold within us, and recognize that some forms of what we came here to express. So if we think of ourselves as multidimensional, we can bring forth the shaman, we can bring forth the master of magnetics, the master of the rays, whatever it might be. But in other dimensions or lifetimes or expressions, that's what we're expressing there. That doesn't mean we have to express it here. So for example, I have been shaman, Native American, Aboriginal, ancestor in so many different ways, and I'm tapping into all of those frequencies. That doesn't mean that in this particular framework, I choose to go in and do soul retrieval. That might be something somebody else came here to express. I've already been there, done that, and I'm already doing that on other platforms. Some of those things may come through. I'm using that as an example. It's not to be specific. It might be in another frequency, I'm a medicine woman working with the plants. That doesn't mean that's what I came here to express. And so while I could choose to do that, you might be drawn to that because that maybe is what you came here to master in this lifetime. Or you may have already mastered it and that's why it's so strong in your field. So what they're showing is that there's going to be other things that we came here to experience and express, and we can kind of follow what our heart is leading us into. And not feeling guilty, that's an old energy, or feeling obligated to fulfill those particular expressions, recognizing that some of those expressions are already being mapped out in other dimensions or parallel realities. And we may not need those anymore in this particular lifetime. They've already played their course, run their course. So again, they're guiding me back to that's where some of you guys who've already been awake for a while and you wanted to do all this, what I'm doing is shifting even versus what I did 6 months ago. So again, it's not about hanging on to those old versions of us. It's about being okay. I've been there. I did that. It was beautiful. I've morphed into something else. Let's play and see where this is leading to. So, and that allows the mastery of all these different levels of us to anchor in and play in a different field. It doesn't have to just be in the form of sage and feathers and smoke, which is beautiful, and crystals, which is beautiful. I love that. And I still play with that sometimes too, but that doesn't have to be the end all. It could be other things. And so we're being invited to honor that in other people and to honor that in us and to just kind of play with this a little bit more. And again, it's not being so set in stone about what we want to express. And playing with that a little bit will help us to also map into the clues that we're being given, the breadcrumbs, as well as the symbols. Because if we're looking at a symbol from a shaman in the Native American tradition, we may not see the same symbols as a shaman in the Aboriginal tradition. But if we combine those two together, we can see then, oh, all right, so this means that and this means that. Let's play over here with both of those. I'm using that as an example. So some of you may not understand, and that's okay. This is meant for those who are kind of on that same. And let me just back out for a little bit and go into that other trajectory. So it's just like being a teacher and teaching, let's say, one version of English. You might decide to go into creative writing from there, where you may not have ever taught creative writing before, but now that's what you're being drawn to. So you still have the roots as in English or whatever it might be. And they're just, so fill in the blanks there. And just taking a deep breath in and allowing a long exhale and just allowing everything just to kind of reset. Allow all of the energies that are coming in to assist you to essentially cleanse out or purify, sanctify is kind of what they're saying. It's you're already pure, you're already clean. Sometimes though it feels good to jump in the ocean or go in a river, stream, or go to a sauna in, wherever it is that you feel able to connect with a way to just feel, hit your reset button. And we honor you in your journey in love and light. Namaste. So it is.